For over 3 decades, John Sauer was a pillar of William & Mary athletics, serving as the tribe's first full-time strength and conditioning coach and shaping generations of student athletes on and off the field. When Sauer arrived in 1988, he inherited a 2,000 square foot weight room that held just 15 athletes. By the end of his tenure, he had overseen the creation of a state-of-the-art 8,000 square foot facility with 22 weight stations, built through the support of Joseph Montgomery and many alumni inspired by his tireless dedication. Sauer worked with all 23 varsity programs during his tenure and played a central role in helping develop some of the most successful teams in W&M football history. Under his guidance, Tribe players earned All-America Strength honors for 30 straight seasons, with 40 going on to play professionally, 35 in the NFL, including 9 NFL draft picks. He was named CAA Strength and Conditioning Coach of the Year 3 consecutive times, and in 2005 was one of only 7 nationwide recognized as a Master Strength and Conditioning Coach, the highest honor in the profession. Legendary former Tribe football coach Jimmy Laycock called Sauer as good as it gets, while current NFL head coach Sean McDermott said Sauer laid the foundation for his future, calling him one of the 2 most influential figures in his W&M football experience. In 2010, the program honored his legacy by naming the John Sauer Strength and Conditioning Room in Kaplan Arena. A mentor, motivator, and master of his craft, John Sauer's legacy left a lasting impact on the lives of Tribe athletes he helped mold, both physically and personally. John Sauer, welcome to the William & Mary Athletics Hall of Fame.
How's everybody doing tonight? Yeah. Well, first of all, I want to thank the committee for this induction. I'll be honest with you, I did not see this coming. When I got this call, I thought Brian Mann was messing with me. So, also congratulate my fellow inductees. You know, this is a great honor, and all of you deserve it as well. All right. I want to thank my family, my mom Judy, my late father John, and my sister Sally, and my brother Scott and his wife Allison, and my nephew Nick and his wife Heather and their 3 sons. My parents taught me the value of hard work, and growing up in northwest Montana, the big industry there was logging. And when I graduated from high school, I went to work for my dad in his logging business. And I did that for about a week. And at the end of that week, I was kind of on the fence about whether to go to college or not. And I thought, I think I'm going to go to college. So, so I did. And when I was in college, I developed a passion for strength and conditioning, got into powerlifting, and that kind of set my course in that. And when I was in college, I had a mentor that helped me out a great deal when I was at the University of Montana, and that was Mike Van Diest. He helped me get my foot in the door in this profession, and he was one of 3 individuals that were great mentors to me. The other one was Sam Varner when I was at the University of Utah. Sam's at my table tonight. And then Gary Wade, who I worked for at Clemson University. All 3 of those guys are responsible for pointing me in the right direction. If it wasn't for any of them, I wouldn't be standing here tonight. So thank you guys. And then, you know, when I get to William & Mary, you know, I was here for 31 years, so you got to bear with me. I got a few things to say. I mean, it was, here I worked for some great athletic directors. John Randolph hired me. Barb Blosser took his place when he unfortunately passed, and then Terry Driscoll came in after Barb. And all 3 of those individuals had an open door policy, at least with me. And if there was an issue, we could sit down and talk about it. If I had an issue, they were listening to everything I said. They knew that I was working to accomplish great things for the department, so they were always very supportive of what I was trying to do. So I was very, very fortunate that way. There's not a lot of universities and colleges out there that have athletic directors like that. So thank you guys as well. And also at William & Mary, a lot of people from the outside don't realize there's a whole group of people that are involved with this. Okay, you got the head coaches. I worked with a lot of great head coaches. Coach Laycock, Coach Shaver, Peel Hawthorne was here at one time as a coach. Enjoyed working with her. Coach Daly's here. Alex Haycock. I mean, I could go on and on and on. I mean, I felt like I had a great relationship with all those coaches. And there's also, you got athletic training. Steve Cole, Renee Cork, John Null are people I worked with and for 30 years. And I felt like we had great relationships in all those areas. Then we had the medical people, doctors and physical therapists. John Mitrovic's here tonight. John and I spent a lot of time together. Big majority of it was him putting me back together. So thank you. You know, then you had sports information. Pete Clausen was always helpful. Anytime we had an athlete win an award, he was always getting that information out there to help promote the program. So it was that was important as well. And also I had a lot of great assistants during my time here. A couple that come to mind, I had Josh Miller, Dave Marmon, Rusty Witt. All three of those guys did a great job. They went on to be very successful in the profession as well. And you got to have a good staff around you to get things done. You know, and as far as people helping me out a whole lot, you got to look at Joe and Linda Montgomery. They did so much for strength and conditioning, I can't even describe it to you. And if it wasn't for them, I mean, I don't know what I would have done. I mean, they invested so much into the program. And I mean, after we moved into the facility in '95, every single year we improved it in some way. And there's not a lot of programs out there that can make that claim. So I was very, very grateful to them. And then, you know, when I came here from Clemson, and I was a little bit spoiled. I'll be the first to admit that. And I walked into this, even though I came here on an interview, when I came back and walked into that weight room, I was thinking, what in the world am I walking into? And it was a challenge now. It was a very, very small weight room, and we had no money. That's a pretty bad combination. But, you know, I gutted the place and got rid of everything I didn't think we needed, and then we had bare bones left. That was it. And then after that first year, I had a little bit of a budget, and we gradually improved it, but it still wasn't very good. But then, like I said, we moved into the Montgomery Center in '95, and then in 2010, they opened the John Sauer Strength and Conditioning Room, which I, to this day, still can't believe. And I want to thank the alumni and individuals involved in that. For that, I'm very grateful for that. All these people I'm talking about, I mean, I can't thank you enough that helped make my 31 years here what they were. I mean, this is a very special place to me, and I will always remember it. And, you know, I look back on it, and, you know, all the people I met and came across in my time here and the student athletes I coached, I developed a lot of relationships with a lot of people, young people that still contact me to this day. I mean, I live in Bozeman, Montana, and I've had, in the last couple of years, I've had football players come through and track me down, and we'll meet up for lunch and visit and catch up. Just last month, I had 5 former William & Mary baseball players come to town. Met up with them, had lunch, give them a tour of Bozeman. And, you know, so I mean, the relationships I developed here were special. This is a very special place to me, and it always will be. And I was told I had a time limit, so you know, I want to thank the committee and all you guys for coming out tonight and for this honor. It means a whole lot more to me than you realize, and to my family. Thank you.